Here we are in Provo, Utah. We're back in the Saab 340 flying for Silver Airlines. This was flight 318 with service from Provo, Utah on to Telluride. Total flying time I believe is about 51 minutes. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on board. As you can see, the passengers are utilizing this wonderful little entryway to get in and get situated, put their bags on there. And even though I'm outside of the aircraft, apparently I'm inside of the aircraft with a co-pilot that doesn't exist in there. So let's go ahead and jump on board now. And we are flying on Pilotedge today. So let's go ahead and power up the aircraft and see what else we can do. So we'll come up here up top, of course. And as you see, all of the power's off. So we're going to go ahead and turn our power on. Then of course we want to go ahead and go hit the external power. Now we can turn our avionics on, and of course we're always going to bring this up. There we are. Alright, put that to auto, that to auto. There we go, and let's obviously go ahead and turn on our nav lights there. And the rest of these items we will configure later. We don't need any of that there going on. Eventually we will turn on all of this good stuff, but at this point we absolutely do not need it now. Alright, now that we've got our avionics on, let's go ahead and initialize our Garmin here. Alright, now let's go ahead and call for our clearance. We must go to 122.2. We'll enter that and switch that over.
727 Foxtrot Lima, northbound ground, Seattle Center frequency 121.4, squawk 1444.
Alright, we're just going to make sure
Seattle Center 121.4.
readback is all correct.
7 Foxtrot Lima. Thanks.
7 Foxtrot Lima, readback correct. Advisory taxi.
Salt Lake City clearance. Silver 318 here at Provo's looking for IFR to Telluride. Go ahead.
Silver Wings 318, Salt Lake Center, clear to Telluride Airport. F filed. Maintain 15,000. Salt Lake Center, correction, Salt Lake departure, Salt Lake City departure 128.1. Squawk 6137.
Okay, cleared to Telluride is filed. Climb maintain 15,000. Departure frequencies 128.1. Squawking 6137. Hold for release for Silver 318.
Silver Wings 318.
There we go. Gust lock has been released, and now we can essentially get ready to start this bad boy. Alright, just double checking everything that we need here. Gust lock is off. Now we're going to go ahead and take our condition levels and we're going to put it into the start sequence there. And now we can go up top and go ahead and get the aircraft started. So essentially, we're going to come up here, close that, and we're going for the right start, of course. Monitor our right engine. It's coming up. Alright. Now while that's happening, since we're basically doing a battery start, we can get rid of the GPU. Now we can come up top, and as you can see, we can go ahead and turn our right generator on. So here's our electric, here's our battery, here's our right generator. We go up to reset and have it turn on. There we are. Now we'll go ahead and go with the left ignition. And as you can see, the left engine is coming up. Alright, now let's put our altitude while this is going on to 15,000. As you can see, that engine is still coming up, stabilizing. Alright, let's check here. Beta, prop ice, anti-ice, auto coursing on low, low ignition. So you know what, we can probably come up into the anti-icing panel and just double check and make sure. Let's see, this is our ice protection. Standby pitos on. We got everything on normal, so maybe we'll just leave it that way, folks. Shouldn't be an issue. And then lastly, let's just go over here and double check all of our fuel stores. Here's our quantity here. We've got 8 here and 8 here, so essentially we've got more than enough fuel on board. The prescribed fuel was like 2,800 something. We have 3,000 plus pounds in here, so we're good there. All of our gauges are in the good. All right. Provo traffic, Silver 318 here at the ramp. We'll be taxiing runway 13 for a south departure straight out. Provo traffic. And we will be taxiing to runway 13 via Alpha Provo traffic. Alright. So, we are officially ready to go. Provo traffic, Silver 318 on taxiway Alpha. We'll be crossing runway 36 straight across for runway 13 on Alpha. Provo traffic. Alright, let's look to the right. Look to the left. Get our landing lights on. Strobe while we're crossing this taxiway. Just to let them know we are actively, an aircraft actively crossing the taxiway. Slow it down a little bit. Alright, now that we have crossed the taxiway, we can go with those off. And we'll just taxi nice and smooth all the way down. Basically, the only thing we have to do once we get to the base of the runway is program in our departure frequency.
Sierra Bravo, contact civil approach 125.6.
All right. Salt Lake City clearance, Silver 318, holding short runway 13, number 1 in sequence, ready for departure.
Silver 318, Seattle departure, time is 0312, release for departure. Clearance 10 minutes, frequency change approved.
Okay, frequency change approved, cleared for takeoff for Silver 318, we'll talk to you in a minute. Okay, so frequency change has been approved. So now essentially what we're going to do is we are going to put 1281 in there, which now that's the frequency for our departure. We've got our 6137. We are all good to go. Only thing we need to do now is get our power levels all the way into the max. All right. And of course, now let's get our landing lights on. Alright, here we go. Provo traffic, Silver 318, entering runway 13 for straight out departure, Provo traffic. Alright, everything looks clear. Let's go flying, folks. Alright, takeoff power is set. Put up on rotation speed and rotate nice and easy off the deck. Alright. Nose down a little bit. We'll go flaps up. And now we'll come here.
Terrain.
Alright. We've got some terrain notifications here. Let's go ahead and report in. Salt Lake City approach, Silver 318, 6,300, climbing 15,000. Alright, we'll probably need to ident here in a second. Let's go back over.
Yakima ground, Skyhawk 9401 Lima, ready to taxi out for south departure with information alpha at the left ramp.
Silver 318, Salt Lake City, departure item.
Alright. Alright. He's a little bit slow, but that's okay. As you can see, we're on our direct path heading to Imat.
Silver 318, radar counting 5 miles southeast of Provo.
Alright, we are radar contact. You can see here now we will be easily passing this terrain. So I think our choice in runways was a really good choice. got a good rate of climb here at about 2,300 feet per minute. That's of course us climbing at this indicated airspeed right here, which is more than okay. Alright, we are above 10,000. Let's go ahead and get those landing and taxi lights off. So far, so good. All right, folks. Let's get a look down here at these mountains that we've cleared.
Delivery, November 5858 Bravo, set South Arrow with information Echo IFR to Taos.
585, 8 Bravo, no flat plan on file.
Let me check. I filed that it looked like it went through okay. I'll get back to you. 5858 Bravo.
Get a look here. These window sills are
Yakima ground, Skyhawk.
a little short, but we managed to clear all of the terrain.
South departure with information Alpha.
Alright, now that we have officially taken off, let's come over here. We need to turn our prop sync on.
Lima Yakima ground, runway 27, taxi via Alpha, cross runway 22 on Alpha.
And we can come up top now and turn our auto coursing off.
Yeah, Alpha Bravo, 9401 Lima.
We got about 800 feet to go until we level out here, which is 15,000 feet is our cruising altitude.
Albuquerque clearance November 5858 Bravo. I'm seeing the flight plan. So bearing 58 from Albuquerque International, Taos Regional.
The 5858 Bravo, Albuquerque clearance request.
Clearance November 5858 Bravo.
Alright, just checking.
Clearance Albuquerque to Taos.
Anti-skid is on. Everything here is good to go.
Request, stand by. So Foxtrot mechanic to Eugene Tower.
And you can see here, these are our flap speeds. So as we approach, these will be the speeds that we'll adhere to ensure that we're deploying the flaps at the right speeds.
7 Foxtrot Lima, about 10 miles southeast, looking for a full stop landing.
All right, now that you can see, we
Foxtrot
have
Lima, Eugene Tower, right down runway
picked up some more speed.
Cleared around 16 right. I also have November. I apologize. 7 Foxtrot Lima.
All right, got a nice clear view of the tops of the mountains, which is good. We are cruising. We'll just make sure that we don't overspeed. Now we can come here into the flight plan and take a look at this arch. Will be our biggest chunk of distance on our route, so we'll be cruising here for a second, which is perfect. It's going to give us enough time to go ahead and plan our arrival. You can see here we're still within the comparable speed range for our speed. However, we do not want to go over the barber's pole there. Got a little dim in here. Let's turn those lights on. Looks like we're doing good at our airspeed, so we'll just monitor that to make sure we don't overspeed at all. And this is the fun part of the flight, is planning our arrival and monitoring all systems while we're en route. You can see here we're ever so slowly creeping up in our speed.
Silver 318, cleared visual approach to Telluride Airport. No traffic observed from you in the field. Report your IFR cancellation in the air. On this frequency, on the ground on 122.2. Change to advisory frequency is approved.
Okay, roger that. Sorry, we'll be brief. Change frequency advisory is approved and clear for the visual approach runway 9 for Silver 318. Talk to you in a second. All right. All right, we are officially back on the localizer. Okay, so we're looking good. Gonna go landing gear down. All right, we got 2 more stages of flaps. Come over here and look at our flap speed. So 35, we can't be doing any more than 140. So we're good. All right, here in a second, we'll go ahead and take it over. If you come down here and look, we need to be at 11,500 feet, which we will be right here. All right, we'll go ahead and take the aircraft. Let's just re-verify everything is down. We only have 1 more stage of flaps. Last stage of flaps coming in. All right, again, touchdown elevation 9,037 feet. Coming back on the power a little bit. Telluride traffic, Silver 318 on a short final, straight in, runway 9, full stop, Telluride traffic. All right, about 1,000 feet to go. Nice stable approach. Now, just FYI, every now and then I land here, the Autogen has this aircraft that's always on the field, causing havoc and a ruckus. Hopefully it won't be here, but if he's there this time, we're still going to land. It's an Autogen feature. He's not even a part of Pilotedge or anything like that. It's just part of the scenery. But I think we're okay. I don't see any aircraft. The field looks pretty clear. And actually, I usually land on the opposite end of this runway at 27. This will actually be my first time landing on this end of the field, if you will. All right. Just want to come right over the shelf here. All right. Came in a little shallow there. All right, let's go ahead and get the landing lights off, strobe off. That was something else. Now we need to come back here.
Give me a call when you're on the ground at Towson, ready to pick up the IFR for the next leg. You're good for that leg.
Denver Center, Silver 318, clear runway 9, canceling IFR at this time. Thanks for all your help.
Alright, we'll step down. I think it was Silver 318 calling next.
Yeah, Roger. Silver 318, clear runway 9, air Telluride, canceling IFR. Thanks for your service.
Silver 318, IFR cancellation received. Have a good night.
Alright. So, Telluride traffic, Silver 318 over here, Alpha runway 9, holding short of Alpha, taxiing in for Silver 318. Here's that guy I'm always talking about. He's taxiing this way, so we'll just stay out of his way and come straight onto the ramp. Just glad he wasn't on the runway this time. Alright, parking brake is set. Alright, we are good to go to watch this replay. Let's see how we did.
Disconnected.
Turn our transponder on to standby. Now we've got a standby transponder, and let's look at our replay. Landing wasn't the best, but we'll see how we did.